Welcome to another episode of Behind the Studs, your home improvement and remodeling podcast, where the two most entertaining guys discuss the do's and don'ts in home construction and in the remodeling industry. Remember that you can nail it, paint it, or just tune into the show. How about that? Here are your hosts, Colin Shaw and Jimmy Driscoll.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Behind the Studs.
Hey!
Jimmy D in the house.
That's it.
Yeah.
And Mr. Vanilla Milkshake.
Look at you. You remembered.
Yeah,
Isn't
really
that sweet?
Really,
Thank
barely.
you. Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, I meant to tell you this.
What?
One of the guys that works for me, his son, let me see if I get this right now. His son is a sound engineer.
Yeah.
Okay, so he works over at EB, got a great job,
Yeah.
doing really well. So he's one of those guys that makes beats. I don't know if you've heard about these guys. They make a beat, and then they sell it to like hip-hop rapper.
Techno,
Yeah. He sold one.
For how much?
He got paid for it. That I know. But he also got
Copyright?
co-writing
Oh, my God.
50-50 with this one guy and it's coming out this month on the guy's album. So the father obviously didn't know who it was or anything else. So I said, we'd kind of like to have him in, just kind of talk about it. He's like, he would love it. I'm like, cool. I said, I want to bring him in. We'll talk about Fig. We'll talk about snapping bands and whatever else we're going to be doing.
Jeez.
We could be even closer to our rap career.
I'm telling you.
We're almost there.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So I think it would just be wild to just talk to him and see what he thinks. Yeah. See what he did. And
Hey, when
cool.
I worked in the nightclubs and they did techno night, I was just like, how does that work?
Right.
No wonder why everyone's on horse tranquilizers.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. They did it in New London at the freaking LNG. Remember that? Techno?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
I went by that place today. They're not even the LNG anymore.
What are they?
It's like RD61 or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going there.
All right.
That was a scary place, man.
Yeah.
Woo, when it was the
scary
LNG.
place. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
I remember that time I went there with you, and Blue Oyster Cult was playing.
Yeah, wasn't that
Yeah,
something?
because you knew the drummer.
Yeah, Chuck Berge.
Yeah.
Chuck Berge, because I knew Chuck because he played for Meatloaf, and I was touring with Meatloaf.
Oh, wow.
And Chuck is that's his wife now. One of the singers in the band.
Yep.
The female singers in the band. He ended up marrying her.
Oh, no kidding.
And his wife's sister was also the other singer in the band.
Oh, no kidding.
So that was great. Yeah.
Huh.
So I got to know them. They're real super people. Chuck is unbelievable. I think
Great drummer.
Yeah, and him and his wife is doing something. He's got a band going on. He's touring.
Still,
and doing that
huh?
stuff. Oh,
Look
dude.
at him.
Oh my God, forget it.
Good for him.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, how long has he been in the business then? Jeez.
Yeah, it's longer than me.
Yeah. Wow.
Look
good
at
for
me.
him.
I'm living a dream now. Hell. Yeah.
You look beautiful.
Yeah. I feel freaking beautiful. That's what Jane says when we wake in the morning. You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you,
Oh,
darling.
yeah. Thank you, darling. I got a picture of your monkey butt head. Sent it to the kids.
Yeah, nice.
Anywho.
Yeah, I'm coming up on the birthday I'm not looking forward to.
How old are you going to be?
50.
Oh, my God, you spring chicken.
It's so funny. I talk to people that are older than that, and they're like, oh, 50, please.
50,
and I'm
yeah.
like, yeah. And I talk to somebody who's in their 40s, they're like, really? 50?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
Dude,
I know.
you're going to be 50. You don't look a day over 49.
Why, thank you.
I'm
Thank
telling
you.
you. look
Wow.
Fantastic.
I feel beautiful, too.
You do.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You should feel beautiful. And I like me. Look in the mirror like Frank. And I like myself.
Yeah. What was
Why
that,
do people hate me, though?
What was that guy on Saturday Night Live?
That's him.
Yeah.
Frankel? Was it Frankel?
Oh, Al Franken.
Al Franken.
Yeah.
Because I like me or something.
Yeah. I forget what the name of it was called, but
My friend used to say that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and gosh darn it, people like me.
Yeah, God, people like me.
No, they don't.
Yeah, that's why they're talking shit behind your back.
Right,
Hey,
exactly.
you're a great guy, Colin.
Yeah.
Stab you in the back with my mouth.
I know.
Yeah, but Jesus loves us all.
Okay, that was
There we
last
go.
episode.
There you go. When you're feeling down and
Yeah.
out, just remember, somebody loves you.
Uh-huh.
And that could be Jesus.
It could be.
Yeah.
Could be your dog.
Could be a dog always loves you.
Exactly.
Yeah, and loves you even more when you feed him.
Right.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Yeah.
your cat doesn't love you.
My freaking dog loves me until I walk up the stairs and freaking growls at the door and tries to bite me under the door. Freaking dog retarded. I'm telling you. I'm like, it's me, you idiot.
You just saw me.
Oh my, you just saw me. Oh, great.
that's
You're,
funny.
you're taunting him. How am I taunting him? I'm walking up the freaking stairs.
You should know better than that.
Oh, my God. Dog's bumping its head into the wall. I'm going to get him. I'm going to eat him up. Oh, it's you. Yeah, it's me. Who else is it going to be? Dope.
I have one of those dogs. Don't worry.
You do? What do you got?
I've got a Labradoodle.
Oh,
you know
him.
that. Yeah.
Oh, Labrador. Yeah, I know him. Oh,
That
Jesus.
dog is nuts.
Yeah.
Way too much doodle. Yeah, way too
Yeah.
much doodle.
Yeah.
Ugh. Never again.
Yeah. I love
It's
dogs.
like, it doesn't shed. I'm like,
That's great.
I mean, it's a dumb
Great.
dog.
Then
though.
leave him outside.
Right.
Got a nice coat on him. Yeah.
Anywho, so what are you up to these days?
Lady's just walking a bulldog.
I saw
Big
that,
old.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
a freaking
Yeah.
great dog.
I love bulldogs.
Yeah. I had to build a deck one time for a bulldog. I swear to God.
Did he pay you?
Listen to this. No, check this out. I got a phone call. The woman called me. She goes, my daughter is coming home from down south.
Yeah.
And she has a bulldog. His name is Bubba. And we need to make a ramp for Bubba to go down off the deck onto the floor, onto the ground, so he can do his business, and then come back up the ramp. And I'm like, sure, no problem. But you got to make a railing because we don't want Bubba to fall off the deck. Now, the freaking deck is only like 2 feet off the ground.
Right.
But, Bubba's not a little bulldog. He's a
Right.
big bulldog.
Right.
So they show up. I felt so bad because the woman, I go to the door when her daughter showed up. She goes, oh, my God, she tripped over the dog and lost her front teeth.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Wow.
So anyway, so she was like, "Hi, how are you?" And I was trying to hide her mouth. It just happened like a couple of days before she showed up. But anyway, long story short, there's Bubba. Look at Bubba. Oh, he's awesome. He's, just one big 4-legged ball of spit.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's loving you. He's great. Oh my God. I said, "How old is Bubba?" And they go, "He's 7." And I was like, your dog is not long for this world.
I know.
I think they die at like 8 years old.
Yeesh.
And I pulled the mother aside. I said, you got to be careful. He can go anytime. It's just it's that breed. And she was like, yeah, I know. And then I had to build another gate for them upstairs so he wouldn't roll down the stairs into the basement. So I was using my drill, and Bubba went bullshit. He was like, whoa, what's that? Whoa. He's trying to grab the drill. I go, Bubba, it's just a drill. Get it out. Put it down. And he comes over and he's like, sniffing me. All right, you're cool. Licks my face with his spit. Right? And then he laid next to me, and I couldn't use the drill, but I fixed the door. I got it all set up, right?
Yeah.
Freaking happy. They're so freaking happy. Dude.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
2 weeks later.
No, 2 weeks.
Bubba died.
Ah.
They were freaking devastated.
Sure.
Oh, my God. They woke up one morning and Bubba was dead.
Wow.
Died in his sleep.
Wow. Oh, man.
It was tough. I know it was tough because
Yeah.
their world revolved around Bubba when he came there, So,
Well, now they got a ramp for the next Bubba.
Yeah, they get another Bubba.
Get Bubba 2.
I don't think they got another Bubba.
No.
No.
Not if you want something to last more than
No.
7 years.
Well,
8 years.
everybody, if you love dogs out there, Bubba was a good dog. I got a chance to hang out with him.
Very
And,
cool.
Yeah, and I felt his spit. How's that?
There you go.
Yeah. All right.
Lovely.
Anyway,
Yeah.
speaking of homes, we're going to touch on real quick about hazardous things in your house, especially if you hold an old home. Mm-hmm. I got a phone call a couple days ago from a dear friend of mine who said, I'm surprising my wife.
Okay.
I'm tearing up the old kitchen floor, and I have found old tile. Mm-hmm. So I started tearing up the old tile, and there was some paper under it, and I'm itchy.
Ooh.
Is it asbestos? I said, when was the house built? 64. I go, asbestos.
Yep.
Takes a picture of it.
Yep.
I'm like, dude, stop.
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to get cancer and die? I said, well, let me tell you something. There is hope that you will not get cancer because no one has ever died, and you can't quote me on this, but I've heard this from a guy who knows this. No one has ever died from asbestos who was a non-smoker.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
But also,
asbestos lung poisoning.
But I mean, these people that did end up with cancer was around asbestos over a long period of time.
Absolutely.
So it wasn't like just an afternoon. And all
No,
of a
and
sudden,
you get
know.
a little imprint,
Right.
I mean, the same thing with silicosis. If you're dealing with cement and you're breathing cement dust,
Yeah.
After if you did that for a week, yeah, you're in trouble.
Sure.
But basically, he had asbestos, and I was just like, dude, you either have to. How much did you take up? He goes, only a little section. I said, stop, don't. put your floor over it.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you've gone less than 7 square feet, you're allowed, the homeowner is allowed under 7 square feet to remove it. Now, if you find asbestos and you want to get rid of it, go online and look on what you have to do. Especially if you have kids in the house, dogs in the house, and you don't want to mess with it.
Right.
Go online, and if you really get asbestos removal. Is it expensive? Yes.
Hell yeah.
It is. However, you're safe because they do everything with hazmat. You know, some people may say, "Oh, this is all bullshit. This is way over your." You know, but listen, it can be and it can't be. But if you want to protect your family and your pets and your kids and stuff like that, just do it. You know, what you do anything else, right? You wear a safety belt every time when you get in your car,
Right.
right?
Yep.
You make sure you want your family to be safe. Well, be safe. Don't cheese out on this kind of stuff.
Good luck selling your house if you got asbestos.
Exactly. You know, so he's covering it up. He's going to be fine.
Yep. No, you're allowed to cover it up.
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
can.
Yep.
So,
But yeah, you just don't want to, there is a place, I know in the state of Connecticut, like Jimmy said, you can, remove it as the homeowner yourself. You have to double bag it. I think there's a place in Middletown, something there. And you pay like $150 or whatever it is, and you can dispose of it yourself. But when you're going to hire an abatement company, it's going to cost you.
Yep.
I've seen it many times, in houses that we're doing where the homeowner's like, if it's got asbestos, just get rid of it. We found some material in a ceiling that we were going to do a second floor on top of, or third floor, sorry. And then we saw this material, and all of us were like, I have no idea what this is. I've never seen such a thing. So we just took a big chunk of it, and we shipped it off, and we had it tested, and sure enough, it came back with asbestos in it. So then we called the company, had them, come in, and like Jimmy said, I mean, it may look like they're overkill, but I mean, they've got, ducts going out the window and making sure all the fresh air is coming in and all the other stuff's going right out, and it's quite involved, and there's no reason. I mean, there's no doubt to me why it does cost so much. I mean, they go through a lot to get rid of it safely.
I just saw the other day a YouTube video on the making of the Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
And all the problems they had. One of the things they did, well, all the injuries that were occurred with the witch. She got burned.
Really?
They had to stop. Yeah, they had to. I think they had to stop production. She got burned on her hands. They got the first take with the explosion when she comes out of the ground, but the director wanted a second take, and she got burned. She got burned on the hands and everything else.
Wow.
And they've had other problems with that. But there's a scene in The Wizard of Oz that you've all seen where Dorothy is sleeping out in the patch of the field in the tulips or whatever, and it's snowing. It's not snow.
Really?
It's asbestos. She's being covered with asbestos. And so is this Tin Man and everyone. They're all getting covered with asbestos.
Nobody's going to catch on fire with the asbestos.
No, that's right. That's right.
Right. The witch wish she had.
Buddy
asbestos.
Epson from the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah.
He was supposed to play the Tin Man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and when they put the makeup on him,
Yep.
the I don't know if it was lead makeup, whatever. He had such a bad allergic reaction, he couldn't do the show.
Wow.
He couldn't do it.
No kidding.
Yeah, and he still to that day. Well, he always complained that it affected his lungs. He was never right after that.
Huh.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's why OSHA's involved with all that stuff, man. There was a lot of injuries on that. But anyway,
Yeah.
So back to asbestos, we got that. The other thing too, like lead paint. You can pick up a lead paint test kit.
Yep.
If you're on the
Home
outside
Depot,
of the house,
Lowe's,
right?
anywhere.
And it's a little capsule, and you just scratch the surface of the paint, and if it comes up pink or a certain color, it's
Yeah, it's
telling
pink.
you that there's lead in your walls.
Yep.
So, what's the status on that? Like, you can paint over it, you just can't sand it or scrape it.
Correct. Yeah.
Right?
So if it's on drywall, you're only allowed to take down a 2 foot by 2 foot area before you have to do the whole thing where you have to come up with plastic walls
Yeah.
and doors, and you have to wear the full suit, and you have to have a HEPA vac and all the other stuff, Swiffers, and there's a whole process that it takes to remove it. If you're taking down trim or something around a window that has lead on it, then you have to get into that whole thing with the plastic and the proper way to do it. And home remodelers are supposed to be certified in lead removal.
Thanks.
Yep.
There's a thing with if it's been painted and it's regular latex and you got lead under it, you still have to do that freaking thing.
Yep.
That sucks. But you got to do it.
And the big one is when it's the exterior of the house.
Yeah.
That's the big one.
Yeah, and I talked about that on the show, and the guy didn't have it done correctly. He didn't put down the plastic and everything else, and it cost $40,000 something like that dollars. And he had to take up his neighbor's lawn 6 inches down because that got contaminated with the lead paint and stuff like that.
I think if your house it's either 72 or 74, you don't have to worry about it because that lead paint was out.
Right.
It was outlawed at that point.
I've worked on houses where it's been alligating. Excuse me. It looks like alligator skin, which is that we know that's lead paint.
Yep.
And just paint over it. Just leave it. Don't scrape it. Just leave it. Paint it.
As long as it doesn't get disturbed.
Right.
Yep.
Cover it with metal.
Yep.
Right. Cover it, which I've done that before too.
Yep.
What I do is I use a Sherwin-Williams has a it's a bonding primer.
Okay.
It goes on white like a milk substance and it dries clear. And it's just for those things like if you have texture 111 on a house or you got clapboards, you got paint, and how the paint starts to feather off. It starts to feather like fingers off, and it's like you could excuse me, you could scrape it forever, it just feathers off. You put that bonding primer on it, excuse me, goes on white, but it adheres it glues it to the board, and then and it's a primer. So then you can paint it. And that works.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that product.
Yep. Good stuff.
Yeah, sounds it.
Mm-hmm. So that was the thing, a couple things, because now we're getting into the spring. We're getting into other homeowners are doing their own thing, and they want to do this, they want to do that, and they rah, rah, rah,
tax returns coming back.
Yeah, not coming back.
Not coming back.
Yeah, not coming back.
Yeah.
That's been a weird year, man.
It's been a strange year.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
think we're in for another.
I don't know, bud. I have to say the economy's been great. We've been really, really busy. People are spending money.
Yep.
I have had a couple. I had a couple guys. It just happened the other day. I'll have to talk to you about it off the show.
Okay.
Because I can't get into it because it's. But anyway, I just ran into two customers which was like, "That's ridiculous," and I'm like, "Really? It's ridiculous?" Well, look, let me just spell it out for you. And I do the numbers, and they're like, "Well, this is the guy who was like, well, they painted my house in 4 days," and I'm like, "And look at it now,
right?
You didn't prep it. I've given you 9 days to do your house. That's ridiculous." I'm like, "No, it isn't. You're on the beach. Your house looks like the Alamo, and there's work that's got to get done."
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you want me to?
What does he care how long it takes?
It costs money.
Well, yeah.
You spend the
price
money.
is the price.
All right. So
if you charge that much money and you get it done in 4 days, does that make him happy?
Yeah. No, I'm not going to.
Yeah.
It's going to be less money.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be the quality work that house needs.
Sure.
So basically, he's signing a piece of paper going, "It is what it is. I'm doing what you want me to do in an allotted 4 to 5 days.
Yep.
That's what you want to pay me for? Okay, that's fine.
Sure.
And that's it. All right, great. Don't come to me in 6 months and go, the paint's peeling.
Right.
No. I needed the time to prep. I can prep as best as I can.
Yep.
I understand. I understand where you're coming from. I understand where I'm coming from. But if you want to hire the same guys out there, you're going to be calling me back in a year and a half to do it again.
Sure.
Okay. All right. That's what you want. That's what I'll do for you.
Yeah.
So I did it.
So at the end of the day, you're not really saving any money.
No. If the guys, I have to say, I'm so proud. The guys that I got working with me are awesome. They are professional and they are awesome.
Guys. Yep, I know
and
them.
they're very passionate about what they do.
Yep.
And they do a great job, and they put the customer first and their work first because their name is on it. So when I got to turn to the guys and say, "Listen, it doesn't get the presidential," they're freaking pissed.
Sure. Yeah, they don't want to do
their
crappy
name's
work.
on it.
Yeah, of course.
So it really kind of like sours the thing. But these people are in a jam. It's one of these things. It's like I just can't walk away and go, "Hey, go find somebody else." They're in a jam. They got to get it done. They got to get it done now. So okay, so that's where we are, and we're friends, and that's the way it is. So that's what I got to do.
Yeah, I mean, you do your best based on what they're asking for.
That's it.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Well, you've dealt with that too.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, and I don't know. It's almost like they don't see it from our side that we really do take pride in what it is we do. We don't want to do crappy work.
No.
It doesn't do us any good because
not at all.
It's going to happen. Somebody's going to be over at the house. They're going to be like, "Oh, who did this? Oh,
exactly." They go,
Dreyfus Construction did this, and they're going to be like, "Oh, God, it's horrible."
They do this. They go, "Who painted it? What paint did they use?
Yep,
that's terrible. I would never use that paint."
Yep.
No,
not
sorry.
knowing that they told you to do it.
You don't know the story.
Right.
Speaking
exactly.
of which, we've got a guy. I'm going to get a hold of him. He wants to be on the show.
Cool.
The biggest controversial paint that's out there right now, Behr paint.
Yep.
Painters won't use it. Painters will use it when they're in a pinch if they're paying for the paint because it's cheaper.
Yep.
Rumor has it now that all the scientists and the chemists from Benmore have gone to Behr. So Behr has really upped it up on their paint and their quality of paint. And also that they're getting great reviews on Consumer Reports. It's not true that Behr is paying for the comments from Consumer Reports. That
Oh,
they're
really?
paying,
Is that what they were saying?
Yeah, there's a big whole
haven't
thing
heard
conspiracy that,
All right.
they're buying the good comments.
Gotcha.
No, it's getting great reviews. So I'd like to get him on the show.
Who?
And have him talk. His name is Josh.
Josh. And what does he do?
He's a representative for Behr Paint
Wow. Okay.
in the area.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he can,
Love to.
you know, because I mean, there's some stuff I just really want to knock around with him, but I'm not happy with.
Yeah,
Which
see
I
what he's got
don't
to say. Sure.
You know. It's and yeah, and I as a painter or a carpenter or whatever, I try all materials, whether it be on my house or a spec house or whatever, to find out what seems to work better for me. And like I'll have homeowners go, "What do you think about Aura paint?" I said, "I can't use it. It's too expensive for one, and you can't teach an old dog new tricks because
Yep.
Aura paint on trim, you're only supposed to brush it one way.
Yep.
And if you've been painting for 20, 30 years, you go to back brush, which means you brush one way and then the last brush is a half brush to level the paint off, and you can't do that with that paint because
Right.
it has a base in it that adheres and dries very quickly. If you do it, it drags and it looks like crap.
Yep.
And then you got a painter that's not in rehab anymore, and he's going back to the bar drinking because he just did a crappy job painting the house with Aura paint.
Yeah. It's good paint.
Great paint.
Yep.
If you know how to use it.
Correct. No, makes sense.
Old timers don't use it.
Yeah, makes sense.
You know. Man, I've learned a lot in the past few years with some really great painters, man.
You got some great guys too.
Yeah, thank
you.
you.
Really do.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'm blessed. I really am. I'm blessed.
Yep.
So.
That's half the battle in this industry, as other contractors know, finding the right guys to work with.
And
That's what it's all about.
how's your sleep?
So I've got a new mask for my sleep apnea. I'm on my fourth one.
Really?
My fourth one.
Uh-huh.
And all the other three did not work. This one, I'm getting close.
Are you getting a full 8?
Yes, just recently.
Really?
Yeah. From
How do you
from
feel?
the mask.
How do you feel?
You know, I don't feel any better yet from it. You know, they say you're going to feel so rested, you're going to wake up and blah, blah. No, not yet. But it's only been a few days with the new mask, so
Mm-hmm.
I got to give it a little bit of time. But yeah, I mean, it's, you know, if I'm not up multiple times a night, choking and, you know, swinging and all sorts
Really?
of stuff. Oh yeah,
You
man.
do that shit?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Tanya does not like that at all.
You swinging?
Oh, I swing.
Ah.
I'm fighting. I'm all over the place.
That's work related.
Yeah. Well, what do we
You're
keep
such a
saying?
you're such a nice guy.
Yeah.
I think you're just depressing it until you go to bed. You're like,
Now it's time to unleash. Yeah. I'm
Oh,
gonna
my
beat up
God.
my wife. You
Yeah,
know.
no,
It's
Yeah,
great.
don't beat
Yeah.
me.
I
Wow.
guess last night I came close, but anyways, yeah.
Oh, my
Or
God.
2 nights ago, but yeah. I keep telling her, bunk beds. We could still be in the same room. I'll just be above you.
That'll work.
You know, you don't have to worry about me hitting you. Nothing. Yeah. But it is nice not to be, you know, snoring and everything else that goes along with it. You know, I did this sleep test, and 17 or 18 times a minute I'm,
We
stop
all are.
breathing and all
Oh,
sorts
yeah.
of stuff, and so hopefully this new mask will work, and I'll see something from it. I don't know.
Did they like wire the shit out of you like you're like a stereo system?
Yes. Yeah. It's
How do you
it's-
sleep with that on?
Well, I got to tell you. And then, of course, this is me. Anybody who knows me, of course, this is what happened to me. So they wire you all up. You know, it's in your hair and it's all over you. So you're laying there and you're trying to sleep, and, you finally go to sleep and you just figure it out. My equipment kept breaking all throughout the night. He was in there every hour on the hour, replacing the leads and rewiring and everything else. And finally I looked at him and I go, how are you going to get any sort of report when you woke me up every single hour? He's like, sorry. I'm like, sorry. Okay.
Oh, bullshit.
So, I mean, it was a horrible experience. But they got enough, I guess there was like a time where I slept for like 2.5, almost 3 hours straight. So they were able to get all the readings and stuff
God,
on me.
dude.
So yeah.
What did we do before we had the machines?
I don't know.
I remember my dad laying in bed, and he was like, "Dad." right?
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah.
And then I go to turn the TV off. He's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
I was watching that. No, you weren't. Dad. Shut up. Put the TV back on. As soon as they put it back on.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, how about you? How you sleep?
I've been sleeping a lot better. I changed my regimen. I'm actually on some vitamins now. I'm taking vitamins. I take a garlic pill every day. No aspirin. I take a vitamin C. I take a multivitamin for aged men. Fuck. And then I've got...
What do they call it? The silver something?
Oh, shut up. I don't fucking know. Shut up. And then we got... that is really... It's made a difference in my sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great.
Plus, I'm freaking exhausted by the end of the day.
I know. But our minds keep going, though, you know?
I don't.
Like, really?
Dude,
That's so good.
I did a proposal. I finished my last proposal last night at freaking 11:15. And I went upstairs. I was mentally shot.
Sure.
My eyes were tired.
Yep.
And I says, okay, I'm just going to go to bed. And it was like, poof. And I was out, dude. And it's been like that. I think I'll get up, go up and pee like around maybe 3 o'clock in the morning, and that's it. But I haven't even been doing that. I've been out sleeping. So I've been getting some restful sleep, and I'm trying to figure out why. Because like you and I in our business, man, we're always thinking about how are we gonna help that person, how are we gonna make it good, how are we gonna make it right, and and then everyone's clawing at you, and you start, oh my God, and then this and that and the other thing, and this, that, and the other thing. But that's been subsided. I think is because I just beat myself to death at night with it when I'm in my office, and by the time I go to bed, I can't even think anymore.
That's good.
And I'm out.
That's good. Sleep is key.
Meditation is good.
God, I've tried that.
You can do it.
I can't do it. I think I could, obviously, if I just really put my mind to it and really, immerse yourself into that. I mean, there's a lot of people, celebrities, everybody else will talk about it, and it really works for them. And I get it. I get it. If you can find that place for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, whatever it is, I'm sure it just helps you out so much. But
well, transcendental meditation, I had it.
That's what I
learned. My sister taught it, and I was her first student actually when she was in Cambridge, and I was a kid, and I learned how to do it. And from time to time, I'll go back and forth to it. When I'm extremely stressed out, I'll do TM, and that really takes the edge off. But I say to people too, in whatever line of business, it doesn't have to be meditation, which we need to spend more time with ourselves. We're 20 minutes to a half hour. Whether it be just taking a walk, sitting in your car, having lunch, but it's so vitally important just to have that space before dinner, before you meet up with everybody else. You deserve that time by yourself. And I swear by this because you're much better with other people and you're much better to yourself when you really, whatever makes, like for me in the summer now, I love to get up in the morning with my coffee or after my coffee and walk in the lawn just barefooted for like 15, 20 minutes.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Get that serenity, that peace.
Yep, I get it.
You like to sit on your lawnmower and cut your lawn on a freaking lawnmower.
Really?
Yeah. With a beer? Do you do it with a beer?
No, actually I don't.
Soda?
I don't have soda either. Water, maybe.
All right, water.
Maybe
okay.
water.
All right. But does that relax you? Did you like that?
I do like
All right,
it.
so I apologize.
Yeah,
then.
I
All right,
do.
if that makes you...
I can just...
fine.
Don't get me wrong, too. I walk the whole perimeter first with the push mower and do all that first.
Well, you never made that statement to me before.
I didn't think I had to. I thought we were
proclaiming
friends.
you're such a pussy because you don't freaking go out there and walk around.
No.
Oh, my God. So I apologize, ladies and gentlemen.
I do
Colin
go around.
Thank you.
Thank
He's
you.
not a mamby-pamby.
Thank you.
God
Thank
bless
you.
you.
Thank
all
you.
right.
Thank you.
Good. Now we can hang.
Thank
We
you.
can hang.
Yeah. We can hang again?
We can roll.
Woo.
Yeah,
Sweet.
absolutely. Sure.
Sweet. Yeah, I do enjoy it. I mean, I love the warm weather. So if I can be outside, I'm outside.
It's that vitamin D, right?
Love the vitamin D.
Yeah.
Yep. I need it. I mean,
Everybody
I
does.
tank in the wintertime.
Everybody does.
Yep.
So you got to take a vitamin D supplement.
My doctor said, you know what? It doesn't really help you that much. So he's like,
Really?
just wait till it gets nice out again and go outside.
I find contractors more stressed out during the wintertime.
I believe that.
Yep.
I believe that.
We are more stressed out.
Well, for some, the business slows down too, for some. So that's stressful. But yeah, I mean, the weather and everything. I mean, it definitely has an impact on people.
Holidays.
Yeah, especially New England. I mean, it's frustrating, that weather. Some people absolutely love it, that it could be hot one day and cold the next, and rainy the next, and snowing the next.
Yeah.
Me, not so much.
I'm trying to figure out how they paint in Ireland.
That would be very difficult.
Dude, it's impossible.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it.
That's why most things are stone.
That's right. And it just put out the stone.
Yeah. Then you don't have to worry about it.
We started painting. Now we're back to a brick wall. Right. Just leave it there.
Yeah, that's good.
Crying out loud.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Jeez.
All right. I think we've done enough again.
Okay, we're done.
All right. So, Mr. Driscoll, I'll see you soon.
Absolutely.
We'll do another great episode. We're hoping to get some people up on the big screen eventually, too. We got some people that want to be on the show but aren't in the area, so we're going to try to use modern technology to bring them to our studio.
Yeah, we're going to work on that.
Yep.
All right, man.
We'll get it done.
That's awesome.
All right, buddy. I'll see you.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.